said softly. Ugh. I'll call you, okay? I nodded and forced another smile. You'd better. I wanted him to know what was going through my head. I wanted him to know that I already missed him, that I didn't want our first weekend together to end like this. My heart was aching, but my stupid brain overruled it. I said nothing and got back in the car. Please don't let this be over. Chapter 1. 2 days to go. It was only Wednesday, but I was already having trouble sleeping. For weeks, I'd been counting down the days, just like little kids do with Christmas Eve, only sweeter, but also scarier because Santa Claus can't break your heart. I put on my black wool coat and headed out into the chilly November night to meet my friends a few blocks away at Dino's Pizza. On my way from my white Victorian apartment building, nestled on tree-lined Sacramento between Fillmore and Steiner in Pacific Heights, the quaint San Francisco neighborhood I'd lived in for years, I admired the festive holiday decorations adorning the houses and shops. I smiled and thought for the millionth time how lucky I was to live in such a beautiful part of the world. Dino's was decked out in white lights and filled with the aroma of hot, freshly made pizza dough. Andy and McKenna weren't there yet, so I sat at a table in the back and picked up the menu to ponder my options. Despite the fact that I'd eaten at Dino's approximately 10,000 times, not to mention the countless nights I'd ordered for delivery, I studied the menu every single time I went in there. I have no explanation for this behavior since I always ordered the same thing, but what can I say? I find comfort in tradition. Hey, lady, you waiting for us? As my friends approached the table, I rose to give them each a quick hug, standing on my tiptoes to reach the 6-foot McKenna, then hunching over to embrace the 5'2" Andy. As they settled into the chairs around me, Andy flagged the waiter and ordered 3 frosted mugs and a cold pitcher of Bud Light. It was one of our favorite Dino's rituals, perhaps even the favorite. It's good to see you, Wave. McKenna put her hand on my arm. It seems like forever. That's what happens when you get married and move across the city. Darn that cute husband of yours, snatching you from us, I said. Oh, please, Nob Hill is barely a mile away from here. It's just a 15-minute walk. Andy poured us each a beer. That's 15 minutes too many. You know how I feel about exercise. You two are ridiculous, McKenna said. True, but it was more fun when you lived around the corner. It's not the same without you here, I said. She reached over and squeezed my hand. I know. What about you? Andy said to me. Jake lives in Atlanta. That might as well be 1,000,000 miles from here. If you leave, I'll be the only one left. I coughed. Hello, we just started dating. Long distance, I might add. So? He's a major hottie. If he asked you to move to Atlanta, would you go? I took a sip of my beer. Well? I'm sorry, did you say something? Andy gave me a look. Waverly. What? Jake is pretty cute, McKenna said. Yeah, he is. I could feel myself smile as I pictured his blue eyes. So Friday's the big trip? McKenna said. It is indeed. Excellent. How long are you going to be there? 3 days. This will be the first time you've seen him in person since my wedding, right? I nodded and took a sip of my beer. Are you super excited? Andy pushed her short blonde hair behind her ears and playfully bumped me with her knee. I bit my lip and thought of our awkward goodbye at the airport. Actually, I think I'm more nervous than excited. Why would you be nervous? You guys have such great chemistry, Andy said. I think that's exactly why I'm nervous. Understandable.